showed them the way. Welcome to the world of franchise consulting. A $5 trillion industry is waiting. A booming market where demand for expert consultants is soaring high. India's franchise sector alone is growing at 30% annually. Over 1 million businesses are looking to expand, and they need guides, experts, and consultants like you. Being an independent franchise consultant means more than just a title. It means empowering businesses, helping aspiring entrepreneurs start strong, supporting business owners in scaling up, enabling profitable exits for those ready to move on. With 27 years of Franchise India expertise, a global network of brands and investors, and a program designed for professionals like you, IFC is your gateway to success. This is not just a business, it's a movement, a career, a future. So, ask yourself, are you ready to be the guide, to lead, to grow? Become an independent franchise consultant. Be the guide. Grow with us. Franchise India.
Hello, very good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in this special webinar today. We warmly welcome each one of you to this $5 trillion industry webinar, which is franchising. And today's webinar is very, very special. Why? Because it is coming from Franchise India as an opportunity to become the partner with Franchise India. And today's webinar is live in many countries. So a lot of times we get some requests that please put it in Hindi or something like that. So we'll keep it as a common language, which is English, because we have got a lot of international guests also in this webinar. So season's greetings to everyone. So today's webinar, as I discussed, it is Franchise India Partnership Program, which we are extending to like-minded people who are having some passion to start a franchising as a career. So what is Franchise India platform? Franchise India platform is a trusted advisory platform, how to start your own business platform. And the IFC, which is Independent Franchise Consultant, is a specialist, how to start your own business specialist. So what we do, as we make it a little simple for you, all of you, because Franchise India today is in 97 cities, and today we are also in 15 countries as well. And we have created this huge network through franchising, because we are talking about investors who are with us. And every week we are getting 30 to 35,000 investors who are reaching out to us, where we help them in selection of the opportunity. This is very, very important decision of your life, wherein you are investing your hard-earned money, and you take this decision once in a year. So once in a life, sorry. So this is wherein we help. We help you in terms of selecting the right opportunity for investors. Now, these investors can be, say, 10, 15 lakh rupees investment with, or it can be a CR, or it can be 10 CR, it can be 100 CR as well. So all investors, we respect and regard their investment, and we are specialists in this. We are specialists in helping investors how to select a right opportunity. That's mean they are our business, because we are investor-centric, franchise-focused company. So we have this very, very strong network of consulted investors with us who are approaching us to help them, guide them how to start a business. Because there are a lot of risk factors also, and there are a lot of parameters where we need to evaluate before you invest. So we are specialized in this last 27 years, and we help every investor and we guide them, mentor them before we get into any partnership program. That's one side. Other side, we have businesses which are at a startup level. We help them to get into franchise. We make them ready for franchising because they want to grow. They want to enter different markets. So we first help them to get ready for franchise. Right. So second set of businesses are which are mid-segment companies who are already into franchise, have some franchise on board, and now they want to scale it up, and they want us to help them to enter into new markets to get more franchise on board. Then there are established brands, enterprise brands. Like we are working today with Tata portfolio, Raymond portfolio, Reliance brand portfolio, and Aditya Birla kind of brand portfolio also, because we help them into new markets to open through franchising, because they are looking forward for partners They are looking forward to enter new markets. It can be tier two, tier three, tier five cities also. So we have that kind of structure ready, our network ready, wherein we help them, our platform which is ready, when we help them to find regional partners becoming as their partners, which is the franchise network. Third, we also have exit. Exit would mean that we help in reselling of your business or reselling of your franchise. If there's any investor who have invested in any of the business earlier, have invested any amount of money, they have taken some franchise, but it's a debt making or it is not able to continue with that. They want to exit. They want to come out. There is none outside franchise India who can help you in terms of finding a new buyer. So Franchise India is also having the service when we help them to find a new buyer for that. Or it can be a business house owner who is looking to sell the business and he want to exit. That's where Franchise India helps. So these are three businesses which we are talking about. First is investments, second is scale up the business, and third is exit, resale. So these three are our largely businesses where we are talking about. And in this regard, as I said, we have created a network which is in 97 cities in India. We have 15 countries also. So we get all the brands in India also from outside. We help them to enter India. So we're using a byline just to give you some understanding. So this byline is saying we uh, franchise India, sells more business than anybody in the world. So there is nobody in the world which is selling more business than us because of this large network, because of this consulting program which we have created. Now we have started operations in different cities as well, which were not explored earlier, which were untapped rather, and we have got today investors reaching out to us, local businesses reaching out to us from tier five cities as well. So they want to start some business or they have some business which they want to expand. So who would help them? So that's why we want a local partner who is locally there, have got his own credibility, is very consistent in terms of it will be his own business. He will not change. And third, he is the experience holder. So he has got experience and we train further. We train that how you can interact. So you become brand franchise India. You become the face in your city to interact with these investors and to also interact with these businesses which are new and looking forward to enter new markets. So today we'll give you some understanding in this webinar. This was all of what we are into, and this was little background of Franchise India. So I just introduce also who is there with me. So my name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India Consultants Private Limited. So we have now 97 cities network already registered with us under Franchise India Consultants Private Limited, which is a group company under Franchise India Group. Plus we have also leaders joined with. I will talk about Anurag Saha. He has joined us from Kolkata. Then we have Joseph joined us from Kerala. Shakti Vel has joined us from Chennai. He is our senior leader in Tamil Nadu, taking care of Tamil Nadu plus Kerala. And we have also other leaders who have joined us, and other, suppose we have got Kapil Dev, who has joined us from Chennai. And now we have a lot of leaders which are on board with us at Franchise India branches, offices, wherein we have further these helping our all partners regionally, locally. We have also joined our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, this webinar, wherein we will give you some understanding in this webinar that what is Franchise India journey. She will talk about on this on length. Plus, we'll also throw light on franchising, how big this industry is, what is there for you, how franchising is growing, and why we are looking forward for more partners to join us. Third, we will also run a presentation for all of you to give you little more understanding about the opportunity, that how you can become partner with Franchise India, and then what is your growth structure, how you can earn out of this, what's the monetization model, and how you can become the partner with Franchise India. So we will give you further understanding about our journey, as I said, but we will also look forward to know who is there today with us. So we'll also have one question which we'll be putting in the Q&A box, because Q&A box is the only way we can interact with each other, and the consulting business is all about interacting with each other. So we would request that you make this session, you make this webinar very interactive. Ask as many as questions in the webinar when we are putting some options. So please use Q&A box and send us your queries in the Q&A box, and we will take your names that who is from where. So more important, what we are looking at, one, that profile, what you are doing right now, which city you are coming from. These are two important points which we'll be looking forward. And then you will just make it as an interactive session with all of us. And I'm sure this will be a very, very informative, and there are a lot of takeaways for you all who have joined us at 5 p.m. because the office timing, some are at work, and it's a very, very important time for all of us also because this all what we're talking about is a business opportunity. If you are taking a decision to become the partner with Franchise India, so we'll give you full understanding about how you can become, whether this is really right fit for you or this is not right fit for you. So we have more than 22,000 domestic brands today with us, and all our FC partners who are working in different cities, day in, day out, they work with all investors locally and helping them, guiding them, because consulting is all about knowledge. Consulting is all about education. So we educate people, we give knowledge to people, and we are being paid for it. So please understand this opportunity very well, and then put questions in the Q&A box, make it interactive, and we will look forward for having further discussions after the webinar in length with each one of you. So now, before I hand over to Ms. Sonia Chaudhary to take this further, my humble submission would be to use Q&A box and do not raise the hand, because raising hand is not the option in this webinar. So we will request to use Q&A box only. Thank you so much for joining in once again, and I'll just hand over to Ms. Sonia Chaudhary to take the session further. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sanjay. Friends, once again, I welcome you to today's webinar. And I'll extend perhaps a little bit on our company and what we do. Equally, I'll request we make the session interactive. And as we've talked about ourselves, we'll also like to know who all have joined us today, maybe a little bit on your profiles, the city that you come from, any kind of consulting experience that you have. So, we'll also ask you questions that help us understand a bit about you. So, we are a company in very simple terms. We are a start your own business platform. And between our four large entities, I would say, we pretty much have a very huge ecosystem that runs the entire franchise industry in India. We are present in India in 97 cities. A larger part of our presence in India is led by our independent franchise consultants who are partner who represent us in larger number of cities, including even the cities where we have big office like Delhi, Bangalore, Bombay. And we run our operations also in 15 countries globally. So the four entities include, first and foremost, I would say, is the parent company Franchise India, under which we have multiple companies operating. And when we started our company 28 years back, we started with creating and initiating maybe an ecosystem that brought the stakeholders of the franchise industry together. So these stakeholders for us were companies who wanted to expand and franchise. And on the other side, there was a very big demand, or I would say a latent demand of people, investors, aspiring entrepreneurs who wanted to start a business. And that gap we tried to fill through our media ecosystem, where we started organizing smaller events, larger exhibitions, our magazines. We run three magazines in India, which is Franchising World Retailer. And one magazine is Entrepreneur, which is an American magazine. And Franchise India is a proud joint venture partner for Entrepreneur magazine for entire Asia. This is perhaps the number one entrepreneurship magazine in the world. And the second ecosystem that we created was also to bring more and more, I would say, sustainable, responsible companies to enter franchising. Because when we started our company and our business, the number of franchisors, companies in the market that were expanding were very handful of companies. I would say about 300 such companies were there at that point in time. And we realized that if we started working only with these companies, our ecosystem would become very small and the industry would not go beyond the current number of companies. So we also started consulting companies to make them ready to get into franchising. And that is when we partnered and acquired a very large company that is headquartered in America called Francorp, because we also understood that if there has to be a company which understands franchising and has consulted the top companies, it has to be a company based out of America, because America is number one economy, even in franchising number one. And India today, very proudly, I'm saying it is number two in the world. So we partnered with FranCorp, which is a much older entity than Franchise India, comes with 50 years of their experience. They are in fact pioneer in franchise consulting. They have consulted companies like McDonald's. They have consulted companies like KFC's, Hilton Hotel, 7-Eleven. These are all companies which have been consulted by FranCorp America, where FranCorp consulted them to make a sustainable business model for expansion. And this is the same company we have acquired in India. And ever since we acquired, we in fact worked with, as I speak, more than 20,000 companies to make them franchise ready. So where we work with these companies to put their business model in place, which is their financials, the strategy, the go-to market, legal agreements, their manuals, marketing communication, all that work is done by FranCorp. So which in fact help us to bring more and more companies into franchising. And some of the names, I'm sure, let me take some names which are now synonymous with certain industries. So a brand like Ferns and Petals was one of our very early brands that we started working with. They were not into franchising ever, and they had a small outlet, I would say, just very close to our office in the basement. So that happened to be one of our very few initial clients. Another brand we are very proud that we have done is a company called Natural Salon. It is a company which is now not only present in India, but one of the largest salon chains headquartered in Chennai. They operate in overseas markets, Middle East, Sri Lanka. They have their outlets. So these were the kind of companies that we started working with. And today we are proud to say that we work with all the top companies, from startups to mid-sized companies, corporates, and larger enterprise like Aditya Birla Group, Reliance, Tata. These are the companies that we work very closely with, to work with them to build a sustainable model and eventually, help them get like-minded partners. And through our international entity, which is Fran Global, which operates in 15 countries, we have been instrumental in bringing nearly 790 plus brands to the Indian market and the subcontinent. So these are market entries which were spearheaded by us. And these include businesses from, or I would say brands from a lot of industries, which includes F&B, which includes retail, education companies that we did. And finally became, because we've been doing this for last many, many years now. In the last 2 years, our focus also went into acquiring a lot of brands as a master franchisee. So today we own 60 odd companies, which come from about 20 countries across the globe, where Franchise India and Fran Global, we are partners with them as a master franchise holders, where we hold the rights of these companies as masters, not only for India, but also from other geographies, which includes a subcontinent, some part of, I would say, GCG, Middle East at large. So we own the master franchise rights also for these companies. So, with all this put together, we today are the world's largest franchise development and distribution company. Given everything that we do in franchising is all in-house. And this is the expertise that we have developed over the years. We have done this again and again. And at Franchise India, I would say we have been at the forefront of making entrepreneurship inclusive for all. And that was the reason, or I would say the foundation of our company. We wanted to democratize entrepreneurship. And we wanted to be a company that advises investors on starting and hand-holding them through the entire process of buying a business. So with that purpose in mind, we started in 1999. And today this business has become very, very big. And you all would agree, if we talk about franchising is a very big global success story. It is a very big catalyst for entrepreneurship, a powerful wealth creation engine, which fuels the economies of countries. And if we talk about India, in context, India today is experiencing a very big wave of entrepreneurship. We are at a tipping point of entrepreneurship growth, which is franchise-driven expansion by companies. And today the market is all set to grow exponentially. So we're inviting forward-thinking professionals like you, consultants, individuals like you, to join us in building one of the most dynamic, robust franchise networks, not only in India, but globally, because our network works in India and also in international market, where our partners in Thailand, Mongolia, Bhutan, Canada, US, Malaysia, Singapore, and Sri Lanka, and many other countries where we currently operate. We have our direct teams, and we also have partners who work with us in these markets. So in very simple terms, we are a platform that helps people to invest in businesses, which can be a small investment, say maybe $1 million, which is about 10 odd lakhs, to about 50 to 200 odd crores, which can be larger investments or projects, which can be master franchisee of international brands or jewelry investment you want to make in a jewelry outlet. So depending on the investment, depending on the appetite, we help investors to navigate them through the entire journey of buying a business. We help them discover opportunities, evaluate these opportunities, and help them sign the agreement. The second, I would say, specialization that we have is we help companies to scale their brand, and companies looking to expand via franchise route is companies that we work with. And today, all companies, like I said, from startups to enterprises, the top corporates of India, they're all choosing franchising as a way to expand, as it is more sustainable, it is asset light, it helps companies to focus on the business, and they bring in more efficiencies in the business. So the last 4 years, I would say, we have at Franchise India witnessed a very big corporatization of franchising, where all the largest corporates are franchising their business. And this is also a very big indication as the industry is evolving. All the top, I would say, brands would come, and when these companies come, they also build a lot of trust for a common man or investor who's looking to invest in business. And our third business is where we also work with business owners who want to exit their business. And this is what we do through another company of ours, which is Business X. This is a company that works with business owners to evaluate their business, and we find strategic buyers or financial buyers for their business. So this is what we do, friends, as a company. And like I said, core driver of our business has been entrepreneurship. We work with people to help them take an informed decision of starting a business. So which is also a very, I would say, responsible way, because we're not a product company where we can train our teams, our partners on a product and the features. But we're a business which is knowledge driven. We are a very dynamic industry. Every single day, there is a new opportunity which is launched, a new brand which is launched, a new international brand which is coming to the Indian market. Every brand, every business, every industry category has a different format and a model. So one has to be on the top of the industry, has to have a lot of understanding on how different model operates. And so our business is knowledge driven, where we advise people on the right business opportunity based on the finances they have, based on the market they have, based on the profile they have. They can be professionals, they are people who come with some experience, they're HNIs, ultra HNIs, maybe family business owners who want to diversify. So we have a vast profile of people that we actually work with. And so hence we're a solution company where we bring solutions to our growing dynamic community of investors. And today the role of an advisor like you, like us, it is getting very evolved, because people who are looking to invest in businesses, they don't just need product information. They need a lot of analytics. They need a lot of hyper knowledge, how the business would sustain, they would work in that market. And that is the reason we require partners who can work with us in this very dynamic industry, because our business is also hyper local, and a lot of local market knowledge is required when we advise our investors. So we need to have partners who are determined to build their own brand, their own self equity. And we also understand that any thing that we do in our life, the learning curve for something that we have not seen done is always very big. So through this collaboration, which is we bringing our 27 years of experience, many years of experience in the industry, in various markets that we worked globally, working with the brands of all sizes, formats. So through this collaboration, we shorten the learning curve, and all the learnings that we pass on and the trainings that we do, these are all validated learnings that we have done, tested, over and over every time in the last 27 years. So how do we create this profitable partnership where you make money purposeful, because there's a purpose of, this entire partnership, and meaningful was the idea behind, appointing and partnering with partners who understand our values, and they, partner with us in expanding this entire franchise ecosystem. Now, the second thing which I like to also talk about, because every business that we want to get in, or any opportunity that we want to consider in our life, the first thought that comes to our mind is about how big is the opportunity size for us. And given the number of years we've been in the industry, the size that we have currently today, and number of partners that we are already across the country, there's always a question in the mind of people, is there still another or I would say, do we still have a white space where more partners can come in? So if you look at, and let me answer that, if you look at the India overall, drivers for franchising today, like I said, India is one of the largest economies after America, but the growth in India is much faster than America, because America to a certain extent has matured, but India is seeing a very big rise in terms of franchising. So our growth in franchising in India, in fact, amongst all the economies in the world is highest. We're growing at a 30% growth rate every single year. And that is attributed to the following reasons. We have a massive consumption engine in India. 70% of our GDP of India is driven by domestic consumption, which makes our economy resilient. And in comparison to even economies like China, that accounts only 53% of GDP, from domestic consumption. We are much higher. And our economic growth in the last one decade has doubled, and what we achieved in the first 68 years of our independence period. And today it is expected to be 3x of the progress that we will make in the next 10 years. So what we did in the last 67 years, we are going to do that in the next, 10 years alone. And the growth would be 3x of what has been achieved. And franchising has played a very crucial role in the continued growth, I would say, for India's consumption story. And the reason is because there is a big formalization of consumption. I'm sure you will all acknowledge, you will agree today, everything that we are consuming, starting from the Zepto or Blinkit that we use, which are hyper or quick commerce services, to the food that we order from platforms like Zomato, to the school that our children are going to, whether that's a play school or a K-12 formal school, to test prep coaching centers that we send our children to. All these companies, brands, they're expanding through franchising. The five-star hotels, value hotels, budget hotels that we all stay, all these, even the biggest chain, which is Marriott, the largest chain in the world, their entire expansion has been on the franchise model. So everything that we are consuming, whether that's a product being consumed or a product or a service being consumed by us, all these services are coming through a franchise ecosystem. And as the retail infrastructure is evolving, developing, the consciousness of the brand is rising. It is leading to increased demand for branded product and services. And in India, the third point which I want to make, India has a very deeply ingrained culture of entrepreneurship, and this is very evident from the large number of small businesses, micro businesses that are run in neighborhoods, from Amber dairies to mother dairies, and the demand for entrepreneurship, both I would say at the bottom of the pyramid for micro businesses, and also at the level where we work with the HNIs, ultra HNIs, family businesses who want to take larger, master rights of international brands, get into a joint venture or take equity in companies, is becoming very, very big. And finally is the entire, I would say, demand side. So which means the entrepreneurs who are looking to start a business, there's a very big growth in the first time buyer category. So today, out of 100 businesses, brands, franchisees, people buy, 60% of these businesses, 60% of these businesses overall, out of the 100% brands, they are taken by first-time business buyers who relatively have no experience of running and operating a business. So this has almost doubled up, I would say, in the last decade, last 10 years, this number has doubled up. We were just 30% of first-time business buyers. Now we are 60% of people buying business for the very first time. So since our business is very local, it requires a lot of local knowledge, overall knowledge on the business. We require a deeper hands and penetration, with our overall, business structure. So we'll explain you, friends, what our business model is all about. I'll request now, Sanjay Bhatt also to share a presentation with you. But just to summarize our business model, we largely have two stakeholders, and our revenue stream comes from largely these two stakeholders. On one side, we have a very big ecosystem of companies. These are companies which want to get into franchising, or they want to grow, or perhaps scale. And all these companies can come to us at different stages of their life cycle. We work with startups also. I work with mid-sized companies. I work with national brands. I work with regional companies and brands. So on one side, we have these companies, and there are two offerings we give to these companies, because many of these companies, while they want to get into franchising, they don't have a business model to take to market. So our consulting company, FranCorp, works with these companies to make them ready to get into franchising, which is typically a process of 2.5, 3 months. And when you understand and come for training, you'll understand the entire process. And the second stream of revenue that comes from the same companies is when we open their franchise stores. So when we get them a partner who could be a unit partner or an area partner or a multi-unit partner, there is a success fees which is paid by these companies to us. So that becomes one side of our revenue stream. And the other side is the revenue stream of a very large investor base that we have. And these investors, so almost every single month, there are 1 lakh inquiries that we generate. And these are unique inquiries of investors who want to start a business. So, and these are people who can invest anything upwards of, I would say, 20 odd lakhs to about 150 odd crores, depending on the profile and depending on the opportunities they are looking at. So these investors also register with us because we only work with investors who are serious, because it is a process which takes a lot of time for us to advise people from discovering of the opportunities, evaluating, and finally signing of the agreement. So we only work with serious investors who register with us, and they give us a fee, certain fee, which we also take you through. And finally, when we help them to buy a business, there is a success fees and the service fees, which is given by these investors. And there's a percentage which goes to our partner for the business which they bring in. And we also have a very strong support structure. In fact, if we have partners who are joining us from west of India, I would like to invite you. We have a very large show which is happening on 14th and 15th of this month, which is November, at Geo Convention. All of us, I am there. We have Sanjay Bhatt, he's there at the show. Everybody would be at the show. In fact, I have almost about 60 partners of ours who are also flying from outside Bombay to participate in the show. They're representing many companies which they're managing. And this show will bring in about 600 companies, Indian companies, international brands, and about 25,000 people, investors who will come from different parts of the country to start a business. So if you want to get a glimpse of what we do, how our partners are engaged, I feel if you're close by, you should reach out and meet us in person and see, what we do as a brand. And I'll also request, friends, since we have talked about ourselves, I'll request Ajay, if you want to put in the Q&A box anyone who wants to share their profile, and I would encourage everyone to do that. I think they've already started doing that. So friends, if you can share with us, we've already put the options which makes your work easy. So if you're a professional working somewhere, you can put B. If you run a business, it can be your own business or a franchise business, you can put B. If you're a management consultant, you can put MC. In fact, a larger number of our partners in India, overseas, they are management consultants and professionals who left their professional journey and came full or 100% of their time in becoming a franchise advisor. And you can put C if you're looking for a career change. So I'll request, friends, I see a lot of you have joined in, but I have not seen many of you writing in, and I'm happy to see we also have some of our friends who've joined from outside of India. And Mr. Johnny, thank you for writing this. Yes, we are available for Philippines also. So while we do a lot of business in Philippines, but we'll be happy to consider you for that market. I have some brands that we work in Philippines, bringing it to the Indian market. We have in the past worked with all top I would say conglomerates from that market, including brands like even Potato Corner, which is the fastest growing brand in that market. So Philippines is open, and we'll be happy to have a discussion with you. Maybe we can come on a call to understand your profile, what you do, and I'll request, Sanjay can set that up. I'll request others also, friends, please go ahead, choose one of the 4 options, mention the city, mention the country that you come from. And this will really help us to understand who all are here. And then between Saturday and Sunday, we would like to set up calls with everyone that we would qualify, and we'll also have Mr. Gaurav Mare, who's the chairman, along on these calls. But it is important first we qualify who all have joined in. Do you want to take it up? Maybe we can
Yeah,
start,
sure.
with the friends who've already put in their questions.
All right. So yes, we have got Nagendra. So welcome. You are writing that is there any office and branch in Karnataka? So yes, we have the oldest team of franchise India consultants. IFC partners are from Karnataka. We are in Bangalore. In fact, recently on 2nd of November, we had a large show in Bangalore, and office is at MG Road. So we can discuss further, and then we can take it through. I am freelance advertising consultant from already doing some kind of consulting, which is advertising and marketing. That can be a good profile, so we can discuss this further. Thank you so much for joining in. So Naveen is writing P. He's a professional. So if you can just write your city name as well. Then Mr. Urvi Shah or Miss Urvi Shah, writing P. He or she is again professional. Please give us little more understanding on which city you are coming from. Mr. Sanjay Sharma, I am lawyer and finance consultant and want consulting franchise in Chennai and Ranchi, Jharkhand. Absolutely. This is the profile because in our business we are talking about financials. In our business we are talking about how to structure a deal for an investor. So that would mean that what financials are involved, how ROI can be calculated. So a lot of finance and insurance consultants are who are with us are very successful. So this is a good profile, so we can discuss because you are in Chennai. Then from our office or our team, a couple will get in touch with you and understand, and then we can take the discussion forward. Or if there is anyone who have invited you to be, to attend this webinar, so please get in touch so we can discuss this further. Mr. Sabal is writing, I am at Baruch and I'm a professional. What kind of help I can have? We will discuss this. We will run a presentation, so we'll give you full understanding further how we can be partner and then how we can work together. Mr. Naveen is writing, I am from Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and a real estate professional. Yes, absolutely. This is again one of the profile we are looking at because real estate plays a vital role in franchising. Now, see, any business which is today, largely all businesses, when we open a franchise, we need real estate. So we have a lot of real estate partners with us, and they are doing real estate business as well, but franchising with Franchise India. And rest all business, what are you offering, is going to be from your side, but it is good complementing business for franchise consulting as well. So we'll request other partners also, please, you are there today. There is a purpose of attending this webinar. We request there are so many who have attended, joined today. So we request that you also use the Q&A box. Please do not raise the hand and share your comments and your queries and the option there in the Q&A box. Further, Mr. Naveen is writing with an experience of 12 years in insurance, now in real estate, both insurance and real estate. These are all complementing business for sure. And this is going to really help to build another startup for yourself in franchising. Because the fact will remain that there is none outside us. If we talk about finance, in finance, insurance, and real estate, there are millions of brokers, millions of consultants, but there is none in franchising. So if you have to do franchising, so you have to be partner with Franchise India. Then there are others also writing, Ms. Paranita. Ms. Paranita, this chat is disabled. So you are already writing in the Q&A box. So same Q&A box you have to use and share your thoughts. It is not disabled and Q&A box is on, please. Mr. Krishna Kumar is writing, he is looking for a career change from professional to some business. I am from Kerala. Absolutely. This is the time wherein suppose we have a lot of IT background people. We meet in our events. So they are in IT. Now they want to set up their own business and they want to come out of this professional background. And that's where we come in between. And it's very, very critical for people who are from the professional to getting into business. This diversification is very, very risky at times because you have no capability of businesses, how to run, how to make it successful, and which model is going to work for you. So that's where you need us as a consultant to help you. So if you are talking about now franchise consultant, then you will meet a lot of people like you who would need you as a consultant. So that's where a large opportunity is that we will work with all the professionals out there who are first-time business buyers, and it's very, very risky and it's a lifetime decision for them. All through life, they have saved some money. It's a hard-earned money, which now you are investing in a company, but without having any understanding about this business, how to select, it's going to be highly risky for all of them. So we will work with you, make you understand if there's any sort of opportunity that we can become franchise consultant first. If not, otherwise, then we will guide you locally. We will give you a consultant, we'll give you an independent franchise consultant who is partner of us, and he will take you through journey if you are not looking for this kind of opportunity. Further, we are seeing again, Mr. Naveen is writing, primarily a real estate professional, then with an experience once. I think up again. Mr. Krishna Kumar, I think your query is sorted. So our team member, our leader, Mr. Joseph, he is already in Kerala. Will get in touch and have a one-on-one interaction with you, understand your requirement and your interest. That's very important because a lot of our IT professionals, rather one of our most successful IFC partners today with us from IT background. So this is the right time wherein you can look forward for a career change, and we can train you because this is going to be, you know, highly rewarding opportunity, very very low cost, and very minimal. There is no risk. If I say that, there is no risk in this business. If you invest 30, 40 lakh rupees in any other business, it will take you 3 years, 3.5 years to recover your money. And with no experience of running a business, it is going to be maybe some kind of, maybe it will be unsuccessful to build that or make it successful because you are not having any business background. All right, so Mr. Bhattacharya will connect Anurag. Yes, he is there because it seems that you are from Kolkata. So yes, Anurag is there in our Kolkata office. Please get in touch and he will take you through Mr. Krishna Kumar, HR and legal background. HR and legal. So this is all counseling kind of a opportunities. And in franchising also, it's all about counseling. Right? It's about consulting. It's about advisory. So this can be also discussed. And then if your interest is there, we will take the discussion forward. Mr. Ravindra Srivastava, P, more than a professional, more than 30 years of experience in real estate management. All right. After retirement, working as a freelance. I think it seems that yes, you have already retired, and but you have the background of real estate again, consulting, counseling, and advisory. So this can be one of the opportunities since you are having time. That's very very important because once I run the presentation, I'll give you understanding what is return on what is ROI in our business. So this is exactly you have time and you are freelance doing anywhere in real estate. Maybe franchising can be again complementing business of what you are doing already. So Nagendra, I think we have taken you up. Can you please share communication details of your company, Karnataka? So we have branches all over India. As I said, we are in MG Road. We will first have an understanding after this webinar. I'll personally call you and give you some understanding and take your requirements. What are you looking at? If there is anything that you can visit our corporate office even or any branch office, we are absolutely open to host you there. I think if I have not missed anyone, so rest. There are a lot of others also. Please keep on writing. So we will take your queries and your questions. But I can see the lot of response which we have received. That means yes, you are involved into this webinar and you are absolutely there. So this is demanding opportunity as per your consulting background is concerned. So this is all about interaction. So that's what we highly appreciate who all have already interacted. But I can see there's a lot of other people. You also either you are not able to get our this Q&A box methodology that you have to use Q&A box. Some are you raising the hands, some are going to chat. So please go to Q&A box, which is at the bottom of your screen. So click there. You will be getting this option to interact with us. And in the meantime, we will take you through the presentation and give you some understanding more on opportunity side of it. So please be there for the next 15, 20 minutes. We'll give you full understanding about the opportunity. And then you will also have any question. Please feel free to reach out to us immediately in the Q&A box. Otherwise, we will have a detailed discussion with each one of you after the webinar because you have given us very important time, valuable time to come to webinar, attending this webinar. Then we will also equally respect your time and give you full understanding. So if I take you through this presentation, the first slide is saying what is franchising, as we discussed. Franchising is it's a $5 trillion industry. What we consume today, what we use as a product, what we use as a service is coming from a franchise company. So if there is any established company, successful business, if they transfer their brand name, they transfer the know-how of the business, like we are talking about, you become partners with Franchise India. So in other words, you are taking brand of Franchise India. So you become franchisee of Franchise India. So what we offer, we will give you brand name. That's very, very important. So you represent Franchise India as a brand. Second, how to do this business. We will give you full know-how. That's training, that's support, and what all it requires. We work with two communities, which is investors, which is brands. We give you both. So there, you will work as a franchise India, because people in your contacts or people in your city, when they see you are franchise India, they will start interacting with you. If you ask for money, money will be paid in franchise India account. Because you are franchise India, they will interact with you or any brand who is looking to expand the business, coming into franchising. They want service. So they will interact with you and then come on board because you are franchise India. So that is what franchising is all about. But at the same time, when I'm talking about consumption today, it is growing. It is growing because everything is becoming branded in your city, whether you are in tier two, tier three, tier four city as well. Today, the connectivity is very, very strong, right? So you are connected with the world. So we see now brands coming in and you become branded. You consume branded things, right? So that's where franchising, when consumption grows, so franchising is growing. So when franchising is growing, would mean that someone who is looking to start a business, someone is offering an opportunity to become the partner with, right? So that is where Franchise India do connect. So there is no other platform wherein someone will go and expand the business or take any franchise. As we were discussing, the franchise event which is coming up in Mumbai in Geo World on 14th and 15th. So this platform is from Franchise India last 27 years. So what is it's a trusted platform wherein brands who are representing their opportunity, they are showcasing their opportunity. So 2 months before they are making the payment to take a stall. That's a trust. That's a brand value which is already there because they knew they know this that this show is happening for last so many years. We have to block the booth, we have to block the opportunity, and then we represent because they have that trust that investors will come. So we are talking about more than 25,000 paid investors who are expected to come to the event. And this is not the first time. This has been over the period of time we have already been done. We have been doing it last 23 years. That's what the trust factor is all about. So this is Franchise India branding today. So investors who are prepaid, putting in 3,000 rupees to take a ticket, and that too 1 month before, 2 months before, and then come into the event with this thought process that I will get some opportunity over there because we've been doing this for just 23 years. So we're talking about more than 25,000 investors. We're talking about plus 400 plus opportunities from 30 odd countries who are representing their business opportunities. And it's a platform wherein they will come and meet these brands. But end of the day, they will not invest same day. They will not invest because they have no capability of understanding. 15, 20 minutes, half an hour discussion, you will not invest because it's a lifetime decision. So what it needs someone who is credible, who can help, guide, understand this further, and then give more options. And it will take time. So if it is taking 1 month time, 2 month time, so in between there has to be somebody who can interact in between and who can connect. That's where in Franchise India team, which is more of consultants, which is more of partners. As I said, around 40, 45 partners are flying. They are representing some brand. They are meeting with investors. So their platform is ready. When their platform is ready, their only investment is only time. So they are coming over, putting time, interacting, and all business is already set. It's a very, very large business which we are doing in Franchise India. We are also investing around 10 crore rupees to organizing this event because this is also one of our biggest investment wherein we are investing around 10 cr and they're also expecting 20 25 cr out of this. That's what the platform is all about. And investors who are coming, they need guidance, they need a personal advisor who can help guide, and that's what our work starts from. Right. So first business is to sell booths. That's our other company. So they make sure that we have brands over there. They invite investors, and then we come in between as advisors, consultants. So platform is ready. Investors are there, brands are there. So you interact, we do deals. So we are all deal makers. So Mr. Rohit, I would request you not to raise the hand. Instead, you can use the Q&A box and send us your query. But I'll take the session further. So next slide saying what is the sector-wise opportunity in franchising. Today, we are talking about every sector. Even if we talk about uh, edutech companies, they were never into franchise. Now, because the opportunity in franchising has become so big, all these opportunities also coming into franchising. It can be digital franchise, or it can be some kind of a form of a D2C company, which is direct to consumer service. Like for example, if we say healthcare, healthcare is a very, very large industry category today. Now, there are a lot of elderly people at home. Now, if there is anybody who needs a dialysis service, for example, he is elderly, but he cannot go out to clinic. Now, these are dialysis company. They have provided a service provider at home so that this dialysis can be done at home. So that's what franchising is all about. If there is any maintenance service, there's any gardener, suppose, so let's say gardener coming in metros at home is also coming from franchise. Even maid coming at home in metros is also coming from a franchise format. So this is how franchise impact in our life, in daily life. Today we have seen as a survey, especially after COVID, 70% business buyers are first-time business buyers. How risky is there for them? They have no capability of businesses, how to run, how to make it successful. They have no capability of how to select. These are first-time business buyers, so they need us as a consultant. That's what, sorry, opportunity for us is already there. Now, when we talk about financial services, right from Motilal Oswal to Kotak Mahindra, ICICI Securities, these are all brands which we have already serviced. Now, there are a lot of local businesses also, they are providing financial services, but now they want to enter into new market. They want to go and have partners, or they want to have branches in other cities, but it is very, very tough when you are looking forward to enter a new market with company-owned investment. There are 70% startups, first-time franchising, so they cannot invest from the company side to open branches everywhere. That's where franchising becomes a viable model for them to have a local partner who can be involved, wherein the accountability starts. That's what our model is also, we call it as 4-4 model, franchise own, franchise opportunity. Would mean that you are the owner and you are operating, right? You are operating your business. So in your city, you take my business and you operate what you need, we are giving you that way, right? So you take this business, and that's where in franchise, even Reliance has all capabilities to open 2,000, 3,000 stores. We have 7 brands today from Reliance, which we service. They have all capabilities to open stores, which is company owned money. But they don't do this because the formula what they have, the policy what they are following is FOFO model, FOFO, franchise owned, franchise operating. Because they are looking forward for an operator. They are not looking for money only. Money is they do have, but they don't have the this understand that they will open their own store, put money also, have local team there, and make them accountable, which is absolutely not making business successful. Who will make the business successful? If you are an owner, if you are involved, if your accountability is there. That's what exactly our model is, that we want a local partner who join us as a partner, right? And there will be very, very nominal some kind of investment, but it's a license fee which we are only talking about, but opportunity has a great cost, right? There's a ticket value is very, very high, very big in our business. Now see the categories like pet. There's pet care because there are a lot of businesses which they have pets. Now suppose you have a pet at home, you need service, you need products next door neighbor. So how you are going to otherwise have this pet at home if you don't have clinic outside or your products are not available? So there are some companies who have started this service, started this business, and it is also that there's a nuclear families, husband, wife working in suppose Gurgaon, which is a metro city kind of, and or in Bangalore or in say Chennai or in Mumbai or Delhi, they are working both. Both are working, but they are out of family. Family is somewhere else. It's a nuclear family, and they have a pet at home. So what you do, how you are going to work like that? Even you have a kid at home, right? What you are going to do, how you are going to do this piece? First would be preschooling, then there's a daycare. There's a daycare also, which is also for franchise. So preschool is franchising, daycare is franchise. So that's what in pets also, you have a daycare for pet. So you keep your pet over there by evening. Once you are returning back, you take this back. So this is also franchise. Now understand every city, how many pet care branches we should have. Every city, right? And likewise, if you go to auto, now see two-wheelers, which is an EV segment today, which is rapidly growing now, and every city they want to enter because consumer is everywhere and you need to reach. You need to have local office, you need to have local branch, you need to have local shop or store so that consumer will come. So business is everywhere, but Your presence needs to be there. That's what a business who is into this kind of a business need to have a local partner, local operator. That's also possible. But we also have businesses wherein we need only finance, we need only capital, but we don't need the local partner to run the business. We call it as FOCO model. FOCO, franchise owned, company operated. Hotels, maybe some hostels, large clinics, which is something very tough to operate, or jewelry brands like Kalyan, TBZ, Indriya, we all have. We all have, all lab grown diamonds, wherein you don't have capability to run that or operate that business. So what we do, we bring in a model which is FOCO. Like we have Zodio. Zodio is also offering FOCO. We also have Tata Chroma, absolutely a model which is FOCO, right? What you need is you need investments, you need capital. So what we are doing, we are helping you to give you that opportunity where you can invest, and then financial model, it will be structured in a way that you get, obviously you get, profits out of that. So that is what our business is. That's what our value and our role is, to advise, to consult people. And this is very, very important decision of your life. That's what we come in between. And then there are so many categories which we will discuss further in a discussion, who are into franchise. Rather, you can throw light on your own day starting, what you start with, what you are consuming, what you are using as a product, as a service, from morning to evening. Everything is coming from franchising. Everything. That's how the impact of franchising in our life is. So when you become partner with Franchise India, how we are talking about partnership and what you get. So we offer you tablet. T stands for technology. We will give you CRM, and we'll give you also email ID, which is Franchise India domain to use. This is the technology support. Second is infrastructure support. So we give you access to use our infrastructure. Like one of my friends, he was talking about Karnataka. If you're in Bangalore, you can use my office full time. You are in Mumbai, someone was from Kolkata, you can use our office full time. So we have offices across. So it is available for all of you to use it full time or use it for all your meetings. B stands for brands. So we have 22,000 brands. You can visit franchiseindia.com as well. That's our official website. Category wise, industry wise, location wise, investment wise, any wise, you can also find your opportunity. Plus, we also have around 800 opportunities today, which are exclusive with us, which are having startups, which are having mid-segment, which are also large corporates. They have given us a mandate that you drive franchisees network for us. So these are all exclusive opportunities which we drive with agreements. Nobody can have it. So that's what Franchise India is best at today. It is having all mix of brands, not only domestic, we also have international brands with us. And the good news is that Franchise India also have created our own brand portfolio. Because when we started in 1998, if I talk about Subway, Subway was one of our first opportunity, which was international in India, wherein we were finding master franchisees for them. We had an agreement with Subway. That was the first international brand which we have got in India. But today, when we have grown, so last 2 years, we are now talking about creating our own brand portfolio. So today, we are very happy and very glad to share that we have also 57 global brands today in India, which have entered through India and in Franchise India have invested as master franchise for entire India, and the rights are with us. We are looking forward for now further partners, local partners, to get local franchisees with us. So these are our top class, world class brands which we have invested as master franchise. Very, very big, large portfolio which we have. The leads, 50 minimum direct leads. We are giving guarantee leads. There is nothing that you have to invest in generating these leads. So earlier we were charging for this, but now there is no charge for any lead generation, any marketing, any kind of a promotion from my partner side. It's all done by us, but minimum 50 leads every month. Then you can go to 300 also, all leads given by us. We have two set of leads. One is investor leads who are just approaching us. They have money, they have this much of investment, but they are looking to start a business, but don't know what to do, how to do, where to go. So they need us 100%. This first set of investors. We get them on board and then we start finding. Second set of investors, which is largely in our portfolio, is brand-centric leads. We call it as BQL, brand quality lead, because we run campaigns every month. So around 1 CR is our marketing budget every month. We generate new fresh leads, new campaigns for all brands which are onboarded with us. And we give these leads to all our partners based on your location. And the best part, there is no restriction of location, no geographical restriction. You can work across cities and you can work as per your taste, as per your approach. You can work pan India as well. Any brand you want to drive, we will create your brand portfolio as per your profile, as per your market, as per your interest. You can run maybe a F&B industry, you can run as a fashion industry, somebody can be as a specialist in jewelry section, or you can be specialist in education. So we can give you all brands in that. Third, then we are talking about events. E is events. Events would mean that every month we have around 15 to 20 events. Then there are some large events. My partner has nothing to invest. You don't have to put any money in terms of organizing these events. It's all done by Franchise India. We will invite investors, all are paid investors. There's no time wastage for anyone. They're very, very serious investors. We also invite brands. And what we are doing, we are putting our time and we are doing this deal structuring for all the partners, and our support is always there. T stands for training. So we have 3 days training, which is first time in our corporate office this month. We have 22nd to 24th of November. That will be in our corporate office. And that is what the first time you will attend the training. And later on, it will be all on the Zoom or Google Meet. But every day we do brand trainings. That's happening, product training to brand training every day. We have 3 days, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, which is 3 days. We have 8 o'clock in the morning Zoom meeting. Zoom meeting is only because we all come on the call, we understand each other, challenges, opportunities, and plus we do a lot of brand refresher trainings, we do our product refresher trainings, and then interact. So these are 3 days wherein we are digitally interacting, digitally meeting, and rest meetings are all happening in our events. We travel all cities, helping our partners to organize these meetings and then helping you in terms of getting the business done. Proposed structure is what we are talking about. To entry level, it's IFC, then it will go to elite membership, and then it's a pro and master. That's a growth, that's a success ladder which we have created, because we feel every investor is unique, every partner is unique, and how much time you are putting in this business, you can grow accordingly. You want to earn 2 lakh rupees a month, you will work accordingly. You want to earn 5 lakh rupees a month, you can work accordingly. Opportunity is already there. But when you join at the entry level, so everyone has to join at the entry level. So you go to next level, when you touch 15 lakh rupees revenue, that too 1 year. 15 lakh rupees is also in our business just a one lead, one deal you close, one brand you get on board. It's also more than 15 lakh rupees also. But we have put it because you earn it. When you touch 15 lakh rupees or you do deals, maybe 15 deals, you will be elite member. Then you become pro at 50 lakh rupees a year, and you become master also when you touch 1 CR in a year. And that's all possible. That's all possible because what we have created it for is all my partners who come, they are into some businesses already. How much time you are giving is, and our basic requirement is 100 hour minimum in a month. 100 hour in minimum in my month. Sorry, that's the requirement. Excuse me. That's the minimum requirement. And when you join, we help you all across. Everything we give you, support our joint meetings to everything to how to do this business. There are large ticket value businesses also we do, deals we do. And 15 lakh rupees is just nothing. You do one deal, you can get 15, 20 lakh rupees in that. And then you become elite, pro, and master accordingly. And how it's going to change your earning structure, payout structure, because at base level you get 40%, elite membership it will be 50%, pro you will become 60%, we become 40, then master you are 70, we are 30. The best part is at 40 and or even 70, you have no investment in terms of marketing, in terms of lead generation, in terms of events to organize, or in terms of any other promotion activity you talk about. So you have no investment. You will see my revenue products. There's IA, IS, BS, and BD. These are first level 4 revenue products, but we have other revenue products also, which we discuss further, which are coming to your way. But these are basic. Why these are 4 basic? We work with two communities, as I initially said, one side investors, one side brands. And what we do, we matchmake. We matchmake is a very important slide. We matchmake. So when we work investors and brands, we onboard both and we are being paid for it. Then we service both, we are also being paid for it. So onboarding of an investor is IA, onboarding a brand is BD. When we service, it becomes IS, investor service, and brand service. So IA is investor acquisition, which is investor onboarding, which starts something around 30,000 rupees. It goes to up to 5 lakh, which is onboarding an investor. One very, very important point, Franchise India do not work free. Whether it's a brand, whether it's an investor, we don't work free because our product is time. Consultants, advisors, product is time. We don't work free. So when we work investor, he need us. So we have an onboarding fee, which is starting with 30,000 rupees only. And then it goes to basically on basis on the investment. If you have bigger investment, so obviously my onboarding fees is also getting little higher side. That's all we will give you the information. Then we have also brand onboarding, which is BD, business development. If we are brand onboarding, so there's a fee. We don't work free. Whether it is Reliance or Tata, we take on board and then onboarding fee also. So when we take brand onboarding, you have to give us a reference. That's all we will do. You have a 20%. And when we take you investor on board, then investor service fees and the brand service fees, all three, you get 40%. And same will go to 50, 60, 70. However, it will remain here, same 20%, because you don't have to get anything into this. What you have to do is you have to only refer us a new business, new brand. It can be any location. You get it from Instagram to Facebook to maybe you can go to market. You know some businesses in your city. They are looking to franchise. There is none outside. You can get in touch. You refer to us. We will come on the call and you will be part of that call. All everything would be organized by you. And if it is you, because you have to initiate the process, initiate the call, and we help you to close. So in brand onboarding, you don't have to put anything. It's only about interaction to get connected. Rest all services to get them ready, to marketing, to lead generation, everything done by Franchise India. That's why here you get 20%, but the onboarding fees ticket value is bigger. So it is starting with 8.5 lakh, which is just a startup. First time, it's 8.5 lakh rupees plus GST. GST is 18%, which is coming on board. And then we sell franchisees after making them ready. And when we sell a franchise, we again get a brand service fees, which is BS. Then that time it goes to you 40%. So every franchisee you sell for a brand which is onboarded by you or anybody, you get 40% of the BS, which is brand service fees. So say my brand service fees is say 2 lakh to around 50 lakh in between. So if we talk about investor onboarding, it starts with 30,000. Let's assume that we do 10 onboarding a month. For example, just to give you overview of the how you can structure your business. So we do 10 onboarding investors on board in a month. Let's say it's a basic value of 30,000. So 30 into 10, it becomes 3 lakh, you get 40%. After that, we service the investor because servicing is must. That's why they come on board with us. We help him to find the right opportunity. When the deal is done, investor will pay us investor service fees. In that uh, category, which is basic, we will get 1 lakh rupees minimum from investor again as a service fees. You again get 40% of 1 lakh. So all 10 will pay us 1 lakh each, 10 lakh, you get 40% of 4 lakh. Then at the same time, whichever brand we have sold, whichever franchisee we have given to the investor, that brand will also pay us a brand service fees because we are selling franchise of any brand, right? And fees would be some 2 lakh to 50 lakh. Let's assume which is basic 2 lakh rupees each. All 10 investors who have got the franchise, 10 brands will pay us 10 lakh rupees, 2 lakh rupees each. 2 into 10 lakh, it becomes 20 lakhs. You can get again 40% of that 20 lakh. 40% of 20 lakh becomes 8 lakh. So all three, you get to 40%. And when you onboard, you get 20%. Now, there is no limit how many you do every month. Brand onboarding also, investor onboarding also, how many you service is all open. Leads we are giving you, who is buyer. Brands we give you, which is seller. And what we do, we only match make. That too, there's a full support from franchise team to get your this meeting done, follow up done, understanding investor, plus brand owners who are coming, who are on board, they're also available for helping our partners to get that deal done because they're also getting money revenue out of this. And here, if you get 40, you get 20%. Leads is absolutely no bar. Leads is not a concern that if you are working with us, you can get 300 leads also a month, 200 leads a month. That's absolutely no challenge in franchise India because we are a lead company. This is how your revenue cycle will be there. And then there are other revenue products also, which we will discuss in the training program. But this is basic. This is your one first business, right? First business, which is getting deals done and you get fee for out of this, which is 40% payout and 20%. Second, all the brands which are there, they also offer you some cash incentives because they also looking forward to get franchise on board. It's a fundraising through franchising. You will be paid as a cash incentive also. So every brand has a different policy. They can give you cash, they can give you maybe some trip to Australia, trip to anywhere, but largely it is cash. That's second. Third, we also have contests every quarter, which are all international. 4 contests in a year. So there is one of my friends from Philippines. So my current October, November, December contest is for Philippines, Manila. So we are going Manila. We are taking all my partners who is there qualifying this contest, which is for 3 months. Last one was for Macau. Before that it was Malaysia, and now we have coming up, which is now right now going on second month, which is already Manila, Philippines. So we are encouraging our partners to do more, and there is some criteria. We help you to achieve that, and then my team is also going, and my partner is also going. So team has got a target to qualify maximum partners for Manila, and then my team is also getting qualified. So that's third business. Fourth, also we have a working capital for our partners. Working capital would mean that if you achieve anything, you do some business. While doing business, you also qualify for working capital. Say you earn 50,000 rupees maybe for a quarter, and that 50,000 rupees you can use it for traveling any city, maybe tickets to staying to anything. You can use that, consume that. It's not cash. You cannot encash that. That's working capital. So you can let me know that I want to go to this city and I want to be part of the show. You arrange my tickets, my stay, everything because it's your earned money. That's what working capital. These four revenues are there for you. In the interest of time, because we have taken some 15 minutes, almost 13, 40 minutes now extra. So my next slide, which is saying how you can become partner and what is your role and responsibility in this. So one, license fees, which is there. First license fees, which is 6 lakh rupees for Indian market, 6 lakh plus GST. International market, we are discussing case to case, but only one license fees, which is 6 lakh plus GST for 3 years. This for 3 years. All 3 years, we'll give you leads, we'll give you all the trainings, we'll give you brands, we'll give you events, we give you full support from our side, and you have no investment towards that. Only one-time fee registration with Franchise India as a license to take, because every business in franchising, if you see, there's a lot of investments, huge investment. Minimum is if you take even 20 lakh rupees a franchise, you don't know how I'm going to get out of this. It's very difficult, highly risky. Maybe some startup giving you 20 lakh. You pay 30, 40, 50 lakh accordingly, and you'll take 3 years to recover that. So here in our business, we also have ROI like others, but this ROI is very different. There are 3 ROIs total. One ROI is return on investment, which all of you know. So you take a franchise of any business, you also have return on investment. If you are having 1 CR you invest, obviously it will sweat more money for you as your ROI. But in our business, we also have 2 more ROIs, which are different ROIs. One is return on involvement. I is involvement. So your returns depends on your involvement, how involved and how much time you are investing in this business. Second is return on intelligence. Would mean that how intelligent you are. If I don't have knowledge and I cannot service an investor, I cannot advise an investor. Would mean that I will never get a fee for it. We are being paid for our knowledge. So it's not sales, it's knowledge. So when we are talking about to increase your knowledge every day, we train you, we give you different brands. Like for example, today we have launched a brand TBZ, Tribhuvan Das Zaveri. I think large number of people who are in this webinar would be knowing, because it is not a new brand. It's a more than 150-year-old brand. They are already established in the market. Everybody knows them. But now franchising with us, through us, very exclusive. Now they are talking about 40 CR investment. This is wherein you are talking about a different kind of a league. Everybody cannot invest in this. Right? That's a credible brand and very, very niche sector. Everybody cannot afford. So we have these established opportunities as well, wherein the different serial entrepreneur who is knowing the business, who can invest for DCR. Returns are accordingly. It will sweat money back because there's a minimum guarantee every month, every quarter, or every year. In our business, since it's a very, very low cost, very, very low cost, you won't get any franchise opportunity anywhere which is as low as 6 lakh rupees for 3 years. That too, established brand like Franchise India. You won't get. You may get some kind of a opportunity which is maybe a courier company. We also have these. They're around 1 lakh rupees, 1.5 lakh rupees, but that's not a business. If you talk about any established brand which is obviously giving you an opportunity to become the partner, you won't find any credible like that. So 27 years of journey, 27 years of market leadership, no competition. You're working with zero competition in the market, no competition in India. We're world's largest, and India, there's none outside us. So that's wherein we have only 6 lakh rupees as a commitment from your side. We become both accountable, but 3 years, we invest 25 lakh rupees minimum. Every day, every month, we invest back on you. Plus your seriousness. You are serious when you are invested. So we have put deliberately very low, because if we charge 10 lakh, 15 lakh rupees, we don't want, because then we may not get that quality. So we want quality people. That's a selection which we do. After this webinar, our team will reach out. We will discuss. I have already, uh, told that we will be doing this a short call after the webinar with someone who is interested. No other team member, no team member from Franchise India will take direct money, because until it is not been selected at the management level. Either I can come on the call, managing director or chairman will come on the call to understand who is becoming our partner. It does absolutely not take money. We are not selling it. We are selecting. So I have also given my number, which is 7011998340. If anyone want to reach out to me, please WhatsApp me, call me. But my teams, everybody will reach out, and they have also invited a lot of people in this webinar. So they will discuss, and after that, leader will also have a call, and then management. We are setting up some slots with our chairman. He is traveling right now overseas. Saturday, Sunday, we have some slots that will be only 10-minute interaction, both sides. You select us, we select you, then only partnership will happen. Till then, thank you so much once again for joining this webinar, and we will definitely value your time. We will value your association if it becomes partnership. We have this month, 22nd to 24th of November training program, and we will see some of you in the training program for sure. And then we have a Mumbai show also. So we have already some partners just now onboarded. Before training also, they will be attending our Mumbai show. And now if we are having from this webinar, anyone who can become our partner can be directly taken to Mumbai show, wherein traveling on you is yourself. Then we will offer you accommodation as well. And you can also start business immediately. We don't wait for the training. Training will happen and then you'll start. We'll start immediately. Give you training, we help you at the show also, we'll handhold you, and then we will take you through. Maybe before you come to the event, and most of the time it happens with us, when the training is happening, there are some who have joined before that, and they already have some business in hand. They've already done that. It may be that whatever you are investing right now, you might have taken this back in this, because it's a one deal, one lead, one day, 1 week, which is possible in this. So that's an opportunity. But in the interest of time, it's 20 minutes extra I have taken. My apologies for that, but thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for being there till now. And we'll see some of you other side in the training program also. But very important, Mumbai show. If you are joining, please do make sure that you discuss with your, rather we will discuss that how you can become partner or part of this event, which is in Mumbai. Thank you so much, and thank you from our panelists.